Three, two, one, action.
光りたいしかきたいめんどくさい僕らが手にしたい明日は儚くて絶えなくて話したくなくなるかけがえないワイトワイライト歌いたいただやいたいやつなんていないそんな誰かいない夜くらい感じ合っていたいからマリ合っていたいたいくらい笑い合っていたい
Hey guys, it's the Mid 3 podcast where three Middle Easterns talk about anime. My name is Karim, and the guy grew his beard out from last episode.
Oh, it's me.
That's
It's
me. Oh wait,
Well,
I'm
it's
just,
usually
usually introduce me
it's
first.
usually Ahmed. Yeah, it's usually Ahmed. So, and then
I feel like he had the same beard last time.
Really?
Yeah, I don't
Okay.
know.
I don't know. It looks bigger now, but yeah. And then the third guy with the
Me,
shorter
I guess
beard.
Ahmed. Hi.
Or okay, you know what, Ahmed MK, let's get on with it.
I would like to start this with very important news. I now have a Gojo figurine as well. He will be making an appearance whenever I glaze JJK, so expect to see him quite often.
Oh, I also have a
Keep him on
disclaimer.
screen.
Actually, I've watched more of Freyren. It's actually pretty good. I can see why some people have it as their number one. Personally, it's still like top 5 for me. It's not top 1, but I think it's pretty good. So I retract some statements that I made in the
I
last
have no
episode.
announcements, but I want to fit in.
His announcements
So-
that he started bouldering recently. He's getting good at it
No, I started and quit. I've achieved all my goals in the 1 week.
already. Bro retired as soon as he got ahead.
Yeah, bro.
Speaking-
I'm injury prone.
Oh, damn.
Speaking of getting things done quickly,
Oh.
see the segue? We have a very interesting topic for today about world building in anime. Because I am of the opinion that newer anime don't really do much world building anymore. Back in my day, when you look at the anime that we had back then, in specific, like the big three, the world building there was insane. Of course, there's One Piece. Like,
I think it
renowned
was just
for world
One
building.
Piece. No, Naruto and Bleach.
No,
is
no,
world
no,
building. I mean, I'm not far
You
into
say the
Bleach.
world. You say the big three, but you've only watched one of the big three.
I know some things.
As
about
someone
the
that
other
has
two.
And
watched
we know
2.5 of the big three,
that one of
I
the
think
big
it's
three is
just
pretty fucking bad.
like I've watched 2.5 of them. I think only One Piece has good world building out of those three.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Naruto has good world building. Just
I think
they're
Naruto
bad
has great
in the world. I think
Yeah,
yeah,
they-
exactly. A different anime in that world would have been good.
Like the world is good. I don't like the anime, but I like the world that they live in, like
Yeah.
the different clans and the different. I like that the Hokages are called different things based on different elements. It's cool. I like it. There was thought
Yeah.
behind it. But I feel like with newer anime, like let's take a very hype new anime that I just got into this week, Dun Dun Dun. It's like I feel like
And isn't that like
so
only
much is
like a
happening.
few episodes in though? Like
It's 10 episodes.
I watched
10
4
episodes.
episodes.
I'm aware that it is 10 episodes.
it might need some
But
time to
how much
flesh
have
out
you
the
watched?
world, because I feel like it's
watched
not even done its first arc.
five or
No?
six. I'm not. I know. I'm aware. I'm aware that I'm not giving it enough time. But I feel like so many events are happening. Like with newer anime, I feel like so many events happen so quickly without things being set in place yet. Like I feel like they don't really take time to just give us context, like give us an introduction, like a setting. Like, oh, here's
Exactly.
the world that we
Context,
live
right?
in.
You mean like the
I
culture
don't know,
of the
sometimes
place and the traditions
It
and
just
how
sounds
people
to me
act and behave?
like it
Yes.
just sounds to me like they're getting better at the hook. They're giving you the hook to keep you watching, and then the context later.
Sometimes it's a bit too intense. Like, okay. So everybody here knows I'm a massive JJK glazer. Massive.
Mm-hmm.
Love the show. But I feel like the way that the show started was way too intense.
I
Like,
loved it.
What do you mean?
sure,
way too
it
intense?
did bring me in, but it was also quite confusing. Like when I rewatched JJK, there were a lot of things that I like understood or caught on or like realized that I didn't the first time. And I
Like
feel
what?
like with a lot of a lot of the power scaling, I can't think of things off the top of my head, honestly. But I remember a lot of times in my second rewatch, I paused. And I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense now. That makes sense. And I feel like I have to watch a lot of like people online reacting or explaining things. But when an anime takes its time to like really just like if I do get that it would be a bit less interesting to start with, but if JJK had started off by saying, not explicitly saying, but explaining the sorcerer universe, the grades, the curses, who's where, who does what, the clans, things like that. While I'm watching, I'm never confused. I know everything that's happening. But the fact that it's just, hey, you are just going with them and you have to fill in the blanks with the information, sometimes I get lost. Maybe it's just a me thing. I don't know. Maybe I'm slow.
I agree with the
I think
point
you
that
are slow.
I agree with the point that it's not about confusion for me. It's that when they do explain more about the universe, like, oh, this place has people that specialize in certain, like in JJK, maybe specialize in certain sorcery, whereas other places prohibit sorcery. Like, if they expand the world to include different things, I think it would make it more interesting. I would personally like that more, but I feel like they're in Japan, right? Like, oh yeah, Shibuya. Yeah, they're in
You guys are
Japan.
talking about different things right now.
Yeah. That was gonna be my next point, but I do completely agree with Kareem. Thank you for saying that. That the show itself is really fast paced, and the amount of time that they have to give you information is so limited. So they use that to give you the core information. So in the amount of time that they have, they let you know, oh, by the way, sorcerers have grades, so the curses. Sorcerers are like relatively higher than, and so on. Like they explain it,
It
but they
also
don't have time to
depends.
like expand on it. Like they don't have time to go like, oh, by the way, this is Tokyo. Kyoto's over there. In Kyoto, it's a different system. They have a different blah 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 blah. And there's another city over there that they don't like sorcerers. Maybe another country has sorcerers, or maybe another country doesn't have sorcerers. I don't know. I don't like. I
I
feel like
haven't
it's
like
very
I haven't watched much of this show, but I know you guys both love it. I've heard really good things about it. Avatar. I think Avatar, from what I've heard about its world building, it's done really well.
less
Where
everything.
every tribe, like the Fire Nation and whatnot. Again, I haven't watched it. It's just what I've heard. They have their own traditions about bending and their own thoughts and ideals and stuff. That's stuff I like. Like every location has its own kind of vibe, right? Uh, yeah, I think that's what we're trying to get at. Maybe is that. Uh,
Yeah, exactly. So what I'm saying is that I think the reason that some of the animes these days don't have world building is because they're trying to be too fast paced and they don't have the time for world building. But I do really appreciate world building sometimes.
I
Like
think
Kareem mentioned
it
in
also depends on like.
Avatar, incredible.
I think they do world build. I just think all the anime we're talking about right now are new and just have not had seasons or time to world build more.
Well, then
Sure.
let's
How
take
about
My
What
Hero
anime are we
Academia as an
talking about? We've
example.
had Jujutsu Kaisen with 2 seasons.
Let's
You
talk
talked
about My
about
Hero
Dandadan that
Academia.
has 10 episodes.
Like My
Yeah,
Hero
sure,
let's
and
talk
My
about
Demon
my
Slayer,
hero?
because I guess they
Yeah.
have more
It's been a
established
while.
seasons. Yeah, or yeah, My Hero.
Well, wait,
and-
I still want to talk about MK's point of I forgot it because we switched topics. What did you say? You said
No, no. I
they
was
give
saying
you
that
too much without giving you the basics.
my hypothesis for why they don't world build anymore is because they're
But I think they
being
do
very
world
fast.
build. I think that's just wrong.
Okay, then let's start with that. Let's go with My Hero, for example. Do you think My
Yeah.
Hero has world building?
I think My Hero is pretty limited in the world building because, like, I don't think My Hero is a good example because I do have the question, like, oh, Japan is like falling apart and getting destroyed. What's happening elsewhere?
What about other countries? Exactly.
But like, do we really need to know what's happening elsewhere?
I think it
It
would be
would
more
make it a
interesting
bit.
in
It
my
would make it
opinion.
interesting. At least.
Would it? Like,
Interesting.
we're pretty focused on what's happening here. Why do I need to know what's happening in Brazil? I don't care.
Like how
Like
the
they could
world,
mention it and
how the
like
world,
offhand mention it. Be like, oh,
because
they got superheroes over
how
there.
the world interacts with
Listen, you-
events happen, like major events in a certain place.
We did
It
have
feels,
some of the world interacting by
but that
the
was
U.S.
very
sending
limited.
their
That was
hero.
very limited. I like that. I like that, and I wanted more of that. But like,
I hated that.
I like
I did not even like her. I hated that.
yeah, because they did it
Exactly.
poorly.
Why
I like the beginning of it. I like like that they were going to delve into it, and then they just killed her in one
But
episode or
also, they
something.
did talk
But-
about how like, oh, they did. The other countries didn't want to send their heroes. Like they mentioned it.
But that's
Yes,
like
but
so.
what I'm saying is that by the time My Hero did that, I don't give a shit anymore. And like when that hero came, I don't know her. I don't care. But like, if throughout the anime they had shown us glimpses of her in the U.S. being inspired by All Might, a little bit of her backstory in season 2, season 3, and then she showed up in season 7, I would have been hyped.
I
But now it's
guess.
just, hey, there's this random character we just introduced you to. I don't care if she dies. I just met her.
Let's take another anime example. An
Yeah.
established anime that's relatively new. Okay, I don't want to bring this up. Demon Slayer. I don't think. I mean, it has different places, sure, but I wouldn't call it. Like the stone, like I forget the places' names. Like
I
every
wouldn't say
season had a
Demon Slayer
different
has
place, but like, would you consider that as decent world building or no?
No, I think
It's
Demon
actually
Slayer
Demon
has
Slayer
terrible
has
world building in general.
very
But
high potential,
also,
but they waste it because if Demon Slayer, for example, just instead of giving us the same old story of Hashira, blah blah blah, every season with with an upper rank, if they while I'm watching the whatever his name Firework Hashira fight that guy and that's in that big battle, if like throughout that season like they flesh it out a bit and they show me what's going on with the other Hashira, or the other Hashira just twiddling their thumbs doing nothing. I'm sure they're on missions. I'm sure they're doing something. If they're showing me these things, like that's something I like about One Piece, that I'm like watching the crew and I know what they're doing. But every once in a while we jump to another crew. We see, oh,
but
what's Law's crew doing?
I think the
What's
point of
Kid?
not showing us there is like it's supposed to kind of be unknown
I
because
feel like
like
the
they
world
aren't
is
our
moving
crew.
in
They're
One
like these
Piece. I agree
characters
with you.
that we don't know about.
It feels like outside of our main cast, the world is
Well,
moving,
I
and
don't
that's why I
think.
like the whole jumping from to different characters and whatnot.
Yeah, but
I
in
agree with MK's point
Demon
on that.
Slayer, we don't have a cast. We just have this main character. Like we don't.
No, but
These
we
No,
aren't
no, but
have.
like
that's
you
just the
know
point
how
of
in One
world
Piece,
building,
like
though.
the whole crew is our main. Like they're our main crew. But in
Yeah, but
Demon
I'm
Slayer,
considering
the Hashira are not our main characters.
No, no, no.
I'm
It's
considering
not
the
the
One
main
Piece
crew.
crew
It's
in a
different crews, not the
potential,
main crew
but it's
that is
different
showing.
crews that we're
Yeah,
seeing,
it's not
Okay.
just crews. It's the
and they don't.
Marines. It's the world government. It's people in a
They don't
random
have to
island.
spend
Like it's
5 or 6 episodes on it. It can just be half an episode. It can literally be as simple as the Stone Hashira going home and saying, "Oh, I just did this, and that," or like a pigeon just flying and giving it a message just to catch us up. They do that in One Piece a lot. Like you see a newspaper headline of Blackbeard conquered this island, and you're like, "Oh, it makes me feel like the world is
like there's
still
a
going
world.
on
Yeah,
while."
outside
Okay.
the cast. It feels like there are
But
events going on
also,
outside the main cast, which is
like also
interesting.
Demon Slayer, I always say Demon Slayer is a bad anime. So maybe they
Sure.
that's why they aren't doing that.
Let's
But
think of
also
another
maybe
anime
they
that's
just aren't
established.
doing anything.
Then that makes the story even worse. So
Less
you have
interesting, I'd say.
12 incredibly
Yeah, Demon
strong
Slayer
people
is not a good story. I've
and
always
sending
said
them one at a
it.
time,
I
but
don't know.
not send like all 12.
But
Okay, it just sounds like
that's
I'm
poor
saying new
world
anime are
building.
bad. Let me pick an anime that's
That's fair.
kind of
Go ahead.
new so we
Yeah,
can
let's
see. Like
Go ahead.
let's say the best anime ever, Attack on Titan.
Okay, so Attack on Titan is unique because Attack on Titan
And that it's good.
has a very small world. Has a very small world
it's established
Yes.
initially,
and
at least.
small. Yeah.
Yep.
So and that's what. And here's the thing. So in Attack on Titan, that's Attack on Titan does world building really well. It does, and it doesn't
And it
do what I
doesn't do
was
all
talking.
this flashing. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's why I picked it. Is you don't need crazy going to these people and this people and having this crazy ass big world to
But you
have a
know what
fleshed out
Attack on
world.
You know what Attack on Titan did really well? Before things got too fast paced, it built the world for me. It taught me the system of their city, the walls, why
Okay, we're
they're
talking about
there,
two
what's
things
happening.
again. I want to focus. What are we talking about? Are we talking about the hook of an anime is going too fast in the beginning, or are we talking about enough world building?
We're talking about enough world building, and that's exactly
Okay.
what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Let's
with
let
Attack on Titan? I think it's a little different because Attack on
Attack on Titan
Titan
has
is a
good world.
smaller scale. Like it did
See how
I think smaller scale. You like if you focus on smaller scale, it's much more. It's not easier to establish a smaller scale, but it's more straightforward. Is it good world building? I wouldn't like it's very good world. Like it's a very established world. For how enclosed it is. Like this world we know of is very established.
But yeah, good world building doesn't have to mean big.
It doesn't
It does.
have to
World
mean
building
big,
means
but
it's
also
solid.
we only really know
It
two
means
places, right? We only really know two places.
we
in
don't
Attack on
need
Titan.
more. Why do you guys need 1,000 locations for it to be good world building?
We don't. But see how long it
That's
took
what I'm
us
hearing, though.
to
But is
see how
that
long
good
it took us to
world
think of a
building, or is that just standard
Yes.
world building, or is that just standard world building where you know
What
about
is
the place?
okay? Kenny? What is world building?
I guess when you create a world that has different ideals in different areas, different cultures, and different events going on at the same time. Just off the
Yeah,
top
I
of my
disagree
head.
with that.
even if that's your definition of Attack on Titan, it's of world building. Attack on Titan still has that. Like especially in the beginning when there's the inner part of the wall that have different ideals and they're always safe, so they don't really care. The outer part of the walls are
think
always in danger and things are happening here
World
and there.
building.
I guess
But
it's
what I'm
smaller
saying is
scale
that
world
see how
building.
long it took us. See how long it took us to think of a recent anime, and Attack on Titan isn't even that recent.
It didn't take us long. I hadn't gotten my say yet. I had that one ready, locked in.
Can you give another example of a recent anime that has
Yeah, let me just
world
look
building?
at recent anime and I'll give you one.
Go Go
Dorohedoro, fantastic.
Dorohedoro does not have good world building.
Haven't watched
Dorohedoro does have fantastic world building for how little time we've had. It has 12
Yeah.
episodes and we have fantastic world building.
But it still doesn't have good. Like there's so many, and it makes sense
we've
because
had
it's only 12
one
episodes.
season, but yeah. Let me give you another. One Punch Man has pretty good world building.
No, it doesn't.
It is pretty like hilarious. It's not really solid because it's such a throwaway anime.
One Punch Man does not have
Promise Neverland.
Wait, why does One Punch Man have good world building?
That's just good. Don't skip over One Punch Man. It does not have good world building.
It does. They gave us a whole system, a whole world of like heroes.
What's the rest of the world doing while aliens are just invading to
We
end the
don't
whole
need
galaxy?
to know though.
But it just doesn't
makes
make
it more
sense.
World building,
No?
guys. World building. Okay,
No, but
now
that's
this is why I need to
okay.
expand on
We
what
don't
world building
need
is.
to, of course. We
They're
don't need
just giving-
anything, but at the end of the day, like it makes it less
Yeah,
interesting.
like if
It's
like
good
One
if it's
Piece,
more
right?
interesting. It's
I think
good
One
if it
Piece
makes
has unreasonable like world building. I don't think it's good world building. I think it's way too much. We don't need to know all this shit. I don't need to know who's picking his toes while Luffy is fighting Kaido. I don't need to know that.
the different
I don't
events
need
that are
I don't
going
need
on.
a face
Okay,
cam
no,
on
but-
everyone's
But
reaction
the
when an event happens.
different events that are going on at the same time are all relevant to the overarching plot. They're all relevant.
Yeah, that's One Piece Glaze. I think it's pretty.
No,
useful.
no, it is.
But-
Like for example, let's take the current arc, right? You have Garp rescuing Kobe. You have Shanks fighting Kid in Elbaf. These are all relevant events to the overarching plot. You have Law fighting Blackbeard, relevant because he wants to get his poneglyphs and he's challenging Luffy for the One Piece. Every single thing that's going on at the same time is relevant. It's not just random things happening for the sake of happening and it doesn't mean anything other than that. Like, these are things that are meant to do something. Things that are meant to move events along.
Yeah, but
while
I feel
the
like
characters
a
are
lot
doing
of like I feel like a lot of it could have been cut.
no,
Sure,
because
but
we
going
need
back to
to. No. It
unnecessary
can't be.
stuff.
No. It can't be cut because Law and Blackbeard needed to meet so that Blackbeard gets Law's poneglyphs. Hold on. Garp needed to rescue Kobe because he's establishing the new era of Marines, right? And Garp is getting captured and stuff.
I
These
don't
are
know
all,
if you're right, bro. I don't watch this anime because there's
I
too
mean,
much shit going on. I
it's
don't
not
care.
right or wrong. These are just facts. I'm not saying my opinion. These are things that happened and it needs to happen.
Yeah,
right?
these are things that happened. I just
And they
don't
need
think
to
I don't
happen.
know if they needed to happen. I don't know.
Let's talk about Attack on Titan, for example. So if
Okay.
I'm just following Eren throughout his little outer circle and then his journey in the military, and I'm not learning anything about the inner circle or the inner workings or how things are going on over there, if they didn't do that the way that they did it, and they didn't set up the system of the walls, and I don't know that, when I get there, I'm just lost as fuck. And when we see Eren finally get to the inner circle, I'm not gonna understand what's happening. I'm not gonna understand the power dynamic. I'm not gonna understand who's doing what.
Don't really know what you're saying. If they didn't world build, we wouldn't have world building. Yes. That's what I got from what you're saying.
So what I'm saying is that a lot of newer anime don't do world building and they just focus on, hey, let me just give you a bunch of really cool fucking scenes or a really cool general story and I'm gonna end it really quickly.
And would you say Jujutsu Kaisen is one of those?
I would say it is, just from as much as I've watched.
Okay, so let's talk about it. So I think Jujutsu Kaisen just gave you a cool fight in the beginning, and then right after started world building. They just gave you the hook, which is what a good show should do. They shouldn't start world building. If I sit down and anime starts giving me rules and what's happening here and here and here, I stop caring. If they give me a hook and then they start building, like, okay, that's good. That's what Jujutsu Kaisen did. They gave us a cold fight, and then they told us, oh, this is sorcerers. Oh, there's a school here and here. And they told us that because we were just about to meet them. We should know about that. They didn't tell me about some shit in the U.S. going on that we don't give a fuck about. Then they taught us about artifacts or like cursed objects, and they taught us about this big bad Sakuna and his fingers, and we need to find them. Oh, now we have like the main thing of the show. Like they gave us information when we needed it. They didn't just give me bullshit for no reason. So I don't see why you think Jujutsu Kaisen has bad world building.
We're mixing plot with world building a little bit. I mean, they're both intertwined in a way.
Plot relies on world building.
Yeah, they're both intertwined in a way, but
Do you think newer anime, the world build as much as they used to?
New anime has not had a chance for us to decide if they do.
Yes, it has.
Okay. Hold on.
We just
By definition, new anime have not had time.
not new anime as in this year. New anime as in the newer generation of anime. So for example, if you look at some of the biggest anime in the past 5 years, and you can't say the biggest anime in the past 5 years without saying My Hero Academia and Demon Slayer, and both of those do not have world building.
I mean, JJK came out in 2018. It's 6 years old. I think it can be judged as well.
We've had 2 seasons, bro. No, it can't be judged. It's not about much time has gone by. It's about how much content we've been given.
No, but 2 seasons.
Like if an anime takes a 7-year hiatus, it's not an old anime.
No, but that's like 2 or 3 arcs. So I think 2 or 3 arcs in, we can start saying if
it's 48 episodes, and we've had decent world building for 40. Yeah, we've had decent world building for 48 episodes.
But I am saying that in my opinion. And tell me if you disagree. Let me just try to finalize this with my opinion here. My final opinion here is that I think there's for newer anime, a lot of the focus goes on, hey, let's just take this main character, really give him like a goal and a nice story, and just follow him only throughout his trajectory, and then just have a couple of cool fights and shit, and then just end it. And I'm not the biggest fan of that.
I mean, Attack on Titan's not like that. ReZero's not like that. Attack on Titan's like that?
No, I'm saying it isn't. I'm saying I agree.
Okay. ReZero isn't like that. Promise Neverland isn't like that. What else? I'm trying to look at anime. Dorohedoro is not like that. We're following the villain and the hero at the same time, and we've only had 1 season. What else?
I feel like JJK,
all the new anime.
If we go back to JJK, it feels kind of surface level, because is sorcerers only concentrated in those 2 schools around the world? I don't remember, actually. Is that the case?
Do we care? We're not looking at anything
other
else.
Sorcerers, no, I'd be interested if there's other sorcerers, and then there's a big scale event.
You'd be interested, but that's not necessary for the story.
It's okay, not necessary, but if something makes it more interesting, it would make it better, make it good. So
no, just because you think something like, I'd be interested in Attack on Titan to see, like, how does Mikasa shower? I'd more interested. That's not necessary to the story. Like, bro, what are we like? Sure, you're interested. Go look for extra content.
No, but
that's not necessary for the main
comparing
anime.
someone showering to world building.
Because I'm showing you how like it doesn't make sense. You're interested in it. Sure, you want more.
It's not that I'm interested in it. It would make the story more interesting.
You literally said I'm interested in it. No, okay,
I'm interested, but it's not just me. I'm saying.
So now we can just add extra things for no reason to make the story more interesting, is what you're saying.
Well, it would make it more interesting. I think if other sorcerers from around the world exist around the world, and I know that there's probably. Can I finish talking? Like my point, and there's a big scale event that can happen, right? There's a big scale event that can happen, and there's sorcerers around the world. It would make it more interesting to see. Okay, maybe this sorcerer that I've learned about, how are they gonna react to a big scale event? How are these sorcerers gonna react to a big scale event?
Every anime into One Piece, it would be more interesting.
I'm just saying that they do that.
That's what I heard.
Do they do that in JJK? Because I don't know that.
JJK they shows us a sorcerer from another country.
See, that's good. I like that. That's awesome. Okay.
But also, you just said that all anime should be One Piece. Is that not what you just said?
I did not say that.
I guess that's.
I did not say that.
That's literally what you said. If we saw people from all around the world and they all culminated for this final event, then it would be better.
No,
then
they
we
didn't
should just do that
culminate
with
together.
every
It's just
anime.
how they react.
Everything
This
should
is just
follow
one
that.
example, by the way. This is just one example. Is that how? And they wouldn't culminate. This it's just getting their opinions and thoughts on how they would react to something, right? And also, by the way, how they would change events in the story. Now, am I holding like am I comparing it to One Piece? I think One Piece has good world building. It's something I can compare it to, but I'm not saying it should all be like that, right? I'm just giving an example. That's all.
So I think what I'm hearing here is that this is a very, very opinionated thing.
I mean,
and
JJK ended up
maybe
doing it, and it's interesting, and it made the
I don't
story
know, I haven't
better,
finished
so it's
JJK,
good.
but
I mean,
still don't think JJK had bad world building in the beginning.
not bad, just
And by the way,
surface
I don't
level and
think-
standard. Not bad, just surface level and standard. And if it adds more to it, it makes the story interesting and it makes it better. So why
guys
not?
saw, by the way,
right?
the
Why
sorcerer
not?
that I'm talking. You guys saw this isn't about to happen in season 2. You saw it. It's in the movie. The sorcerer with the braids that's fighting Gojo. He's from.
Oh, I
Oh,
didn't. That's
the-
true. Yeah, I didn't remember the movie. To be fair, yeah, the one with
And the
Yuta,
movie
right?
ends with
Yeah.
Yuta in that African country talking to him. Like,
But you guys
Yeah,
keep
that's
saying
pretty
world
cool.
building.
That's pretty
Just
cool.
bringing a sorcerer from a different country. Like, is that world building?
No, it's just
Is that world building?
establishing. It's establishing that, and then we could delve into it further. if we
Establishing
need
that
to.
there are this thing that we have in a different country. That is world building.
No,
It's
bro,
part of it.
it's a part of it. It's not that is, and then it's end of story.
Because
It's a
that's what
part
you
of it.
keep going to.
No, there's different examples we brought, and they all built together towards.
Like
I mean, world building is not one.
like in
one
Attack on
thing.
Titan, can just be how different classes interact with each other. We don't have
Okay,
to be
that's
in
a
a different
form of
location.
world. That's a form of world building. Sure.
That you have not mentioned. You keep mentioning location. That's why I'm trying to.
No,
like,
I
open
also
the conversation.
mentioned culture
So I'm
and the
asking you what
ideals of
world
a
building
No,
is.
I mentioned ideals and
Okay.
culture of a location, which is
for
Yeah,
Demon Slayer, for example, if they had
Class
shown
system,
us different Hashira, different things
a
at the
political
same time,
system, a
if we-
class system. All of that is part of world building as well. Yes, I agree. All part of world building.
and
Okay.
I feel like
and so, for example, in Attack on Titan, if they were showing us different locations, that would make no sense to the story. We're
Okay,
just talking
then-
right now about
okay,
the island,
if it makes
the continent,
Yeah.
and the
Attack on
and the
Titan-
differences in
Yeah.
classes in on the island.
Okay,
What?
fair enough. I'm just saying, if attack,
Yeah.
fair enough. It
So
wouldn't make
you
sense
keep
to the
saying
current
about
story.
mentioning extra stuff to the story
Okay,
for no reason.
No,
like
no.
we have
I'm
our
saying
story, we
no,
have
okay.
what we need for the story. Why
I'm
do
saying-
we need extra stuff?
I'm saying it makes it more interesting.
Okay,
If
where do we
it
draw the
does,
line?
by the way, if it adds it for no reason, it doesn't make it more interesting. It just makes it useless, right? And that's pointless. But I'm saying if it does add to the story, it makes it more interesting and it makes it better. That's what I'm saying. And it
That's what I'm
makes the
saying.
world
So the
building better.
story is there. The writer has the story and the world building he needs for the story. And you're like, oh, we could do this to make it more interesting.
Yeah.
Now we're just inflating it because the story is there. And
Okay,
the world
the sto-
building required is there. Now
The
we're just
sto-
inflating every story until it's big and big and big and as big as One Piece.
No, it doesn't
But where
have
do
to
we
be
draw
as
the
big
line
as One
between
Piece.
we're getting pointless?
I'm just saying,
pointless-
comparing to One Piece because One Piece is the biggest world building. Not because
Fair
everyone
enough,
else.
fair enough. Because we are comparing it to One
The thing
Piece at
at-
some points, but no, go ahead. Sorry, I'm interrupting you like 24/7.
I was saying, where do we draw the line between just pointless shit being added that doesn't matter and something that will make it more interesting? So
I have an idea where we draw that line.
that's just subjective.
It is subjective, but I think it's also like
I mean, a lot of
we let
writing
the
is
author do what
subjective.
he's gonna do. Obviously, we watch the show and be like, okay, we were missing this to understand the plot. Because if we were built enough that we feel like, okay, we understand why everyone is doing everything, then that's enough. But if
you-
we're like,
But if
As
it's
long
enough,
as I
is-
understand the
if it's
world building
enough,
was done correctly.
if it's enough, is it good or is it just standard?
because the world building serves the plot, that's the whole point.
But
if
if-
we're world building extra and it's like overgrowing beyond the plot, then what are we doing?
Okay, fair enough. But then
We're watching
then
this. I
would
the
call
plot
it.
is the main thing.
I would call it standard average world building then. If it doesn't lean itself towards world building as much as it leans itself towards story, it can be a magnificent, fantastic story, and it can be average world building. That's fine. It can be amazing world building, and the story is okay.
I think
right?
world building is just a tool. I think it's a goal.
It's a tool. It is a writing tool.
You're like saying
but-
it's average world building, but I think good world building, in my opinion, is just we got the exact amount, not too much, not too little, to serve the plot.
See, I think that's
Okay, so
standard.
the
if
plot
it serves the
is-
plot, that's the that's
me,
the
that's what I
bare
think.
minimum. I think if it serves the plot, that's okay. That's
Yeah,
not
I
the
see,
bare
yeah,
minimum.
there
That's
is a-
not
it's
sorry.
a
That's not the
range.
bare
There's
minimum.
bare
That's not the
minimum,
bare minimum. That's not
and
the bare
then,
minimum.
like-
That's the average. Sorry, I misspoke. It's the average. The bare minimum is different than actually contributing to the story.
Yeah.
Because the bare minimum is sure there are some
Like
useless
I'd say,
points,
My
but-
Hero has the bare minimum.
Exactly. Yeah. The bare minimum is
Sure,
My Hero.
yeah.
I'd say My Hero's bare minimum. JJK standard.
Maybe even
I
below
guess,
bare minimum, honestly.
JJK standard, Attack on Titan standard to above average. It serves the plot very well. Magnificent plot. The world building is as much as
So
it
what
needs
is
to be.
standard? And then tell me what differs standard from good world building.
So standard, let me pick an anime that I
In your
remember
opinion,
very well.
Let me tell you my definition. So standard is, like you said, it serves the plot. I watched the anime, I get the story, there's no loose ends. Great.
Mhm.
Good job. World building done, world building complete. Really well done. Great world building is it serves the plot and everything, but it also gives me some Easter eggs here and there to think about and leave some things about
Okay.
like a bit open to interpretation. Like, oh, what happened there? What happened there? It gives me some
Mhm.
things to think about. And
Yeah, I can agree with that. I like when I hear like, oh, I've heard of these events happening here and there, and maybe we can learn about them more. Maybe they're relevant. Maybe they're not relevant. Like, okay, I see that. Yeah,
I guess it makes it more yeah, like you said, interesting. We
fleshed
learn
out, I
more,
guess,
yeah,
yeah.
more
now
fleshed
we're
out.
finally in consensus on the ranges of world building. Let me
Yeah.
re-ask the main question that started this whole discussion because I feel like
Oh yeah, what was the main question?
is
Oh
it,
yeah,
is it just a me thing, or is the newer generation of anime more focused more in the standard to substandard than in the standard to above average?
see, I can
That's
only
my
really
opinion.
compare the new
Um,
anime. I'll just say my take on this. I'll compare the new anime to the old anime, right? What I'm gonna compare the old anime is One Piece, Naruto, Bleach, Hunter x Hunter. Okay, this 4 standard of shonen. Okay,
Yeah.
One Piece does it well. Naruto, you guys say it's good. I say okay, it's okay. World building, right? Bleach, from what I've watched, there's Hukumondo and there's the normal city that they're in. That's all I remember from Bleach. It was okay at best, right? World building. Hunter x Hunter, actually phenomenal world. Hunter x Hunter is a very good, incredible.
Incredible world.
And do you guys know something called the Dark Continent, or am I gonna spoil things if I?
Yes.
wait,
Okay.
Hunter x
Showed
Hunter
in
has good world building.
Ahmed, do you know the Dark
Incredible.
Continent, or
I haven't finished it. The
I
what?
haven't reached it.
the Dark
Yeah, I
Continent? I
haven't-
don't, because
I
I don't
haven't
remember
finished it.
when
No, no.
they. Okay, so they
It's
mentioned
in like
later,
the
I
last.
guess.
It's in the last 5 episodes they mentioned.
no,
the Dark
but
also
Continent,
I
and
But
think
they showed-
Hunter x
aside from that,
Hunter,
aside from that,
I think
there's-
this is proof that they give you things when it's time to give you things, which is what
Hunter
I'm
x
saying
Hunter?
Jujutsu Kaisen was doing. Yeah, because like I've watched half of Hunter x Hunter and I still haven't seen this dark content you're talking about.
No, but I was
Because they
gonna
haven't
mention
given us
things
something we
outside of
don't
it.
need
I
yet.
was gonna mention things outside of it. Like there's York New City. There's the Grand Tree. There's the I forgot what the conference thing is. There's the Zoldyck family island or house or whatever it's
Yeah.
called. There's
But also,
the
world
Hunter
building
area that
is
they were
not
in.
like-
I forget the island of the Hunter area they're in. There's a lot of places in Hunter x Hunter.
I think if
that
Hunter came out
contribute-
today, it would be Gon trying to find his dad, and let's just focus on Gon finding his dad, and then Killwa's gonna come show up, and we're not gonna see what
Why
happens
does
with
that
Killua.
sound so
Kurapika's gonna
funny
come
to
show up,
me?
we're not gonna see what
I
happens
don't
with
know
Gon.
about that.
We're just gonna move with Gon. But that's not what happened. We had like a full arc focused on
to be
Kurapika. and
fair,
what
to be
happened
fair,
there.
MK,
So I think what
to be
you're
fair,
saying
I'm
is that
saying-
newer anime.
To be fair, I'm saying it's magnificent world building from Hunter x Hunter. Not magnificent, but good. More so because the Dark Continent. That was the main reason. So I'm not gonna backtrack on that. I didn't mention it because of the York New City and whatnot. But again, if we were just comparing before the Dark Continent to what the anime we have now, which is My Hero and JJK and Attack on Titan, I would say that Hunter x Hunter still has better world building than those anime. But do old anime in general have better world building? We only name 2. We name One Piece and Hunter x Hunter. I guess Naruto, but Naruto's a
I can
very
name
long
a
show.
lot that have bad world building.
Exactly. There
Yeah,
are
old
some that
anime.
have bad as well. So it's not. But the thing is, what's a current not current but relatively new 2015 onwards that has good world building?
I think I have.
I think
I think-
ReZero
I haven't
and
watched
Attack on
ReZero, so I
Titan
don't know.
have great world building.
What's ReZero's world
Fantastic
building,
world
right? Can you explain it a little for someone
Well,
who hasn't watched it?
the thing is, ReZero cheats the formula because it's an isekai, so it is just about world building basically.
So
Like you just go into the new world and they start teaching you about the whole world as the main character does. So it is a big focus on world building.
Does it focus
Just
on
'cause it's an
the
isekai.
other world as well, or just the main world, the isekai?
No isekai looks at the old world.
No, they don't. Okay, fair. I'm not experienced with this.
I don't know. I've watched like at least 4 or 5. I don't know a single one that looks at the old world.
Fair enough. I mean,
So I think the bias that I have here, and I just realized that it's not that old anime have better world building or better plots or whatever. It's that since when the old anime came out, I was a child and I wasn't watching it. The only old anime I've seen are the really good, really successful ones. So I'm comparing the general anime of today with the really successful ones from the past. So like if someone's watching
we
anime,
pretty successful
15 years
ones currently too. Like My Hero's pretty successful. Attack on Titan's
but if
pretty successful.
someone's
JJK
watching
is
anime
pretty
15
successful.
years from now, you're gonna be watching JJK, Attack on Titan, My Hero, Demon Slayer, and 2 out of these 4 have great world building, which is the same ratio that you gave us with the 4 anime that you mentioned.
I guess
That's why I mentioned Pokemon has terrible world building. Just for fun.
Pokemon has great world building. What are you talking about?
No, see, here's the thing. They show us all this shit that doesn't matter to anything. Like, and it shows up and it happens and it concludes. We never see it again. Like, because it's not an ongoing. It's an ongoing anime. It's not like a story that they're reaching. You know.
If they're like maybe the manga, maybe there's a more central
Maybe, I
story
don't
there.
know. I don't know
Maybe it's
anything
good.
about the
like
manga.
like if the
Is the manga
regions
even about Ash?
if the regions actually it's about Red, but if the regions actually like
Okay.
contribute to the overarching story, the Pokemon world building would be
That can't
fire.
happen because every new
Yeah.
season we get a new region.
Exactly. No. I'm saying that's fair, but I'm saying if there's like an actual story and there's a reason why he's traveling to these regions, maybe he has to collect different kinds of Pokemon. He's collecting the Pokedex. Whatever his goal is.
Pokemon is a good example, I think, of like a lot of world building doesn't necessarily mean it's good world building.
Fair. That's
Very
a fair point. That's a fair point.
So I think our conclusion here is that some anime do it great, some don't.
It's not a new.
Some do a
old thing.
lot
Yeah,
bad, some do a little good.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
Fair. The excellent anime, the top tier anime, do it just enough. Just enough.
do it. Yeah. Who knew that this was all opinion based? Crazy.
I mean, it's a writing tool,
Crazy.
so it's probably gonna be very subjective. Like if we're talking about
Who knew that different people liked different things? I
35
never
minutes
would've-
to reach that conclusion. Wow.
we've reached our conclusion. Yes, different
I mean,
people like different
that is what a
things.
podcast is, guys.
That's
If you're
true.
not
We
about
learn
talking
along
about
the way,
bullshit,
you know?
then we shouldn't be doing this.
We learn along the way. We learn about each other.
I think we had a fruitful discussion.
It's about the friends you made along the way.
Exactly.
True. And the friends you lost along the way. Fuck you, Kitty. I'm done.
So the second topic that I want to talk about today is a much more fun topic. Something a little. I don't think there's going to be many
Not opinion based.
facts.
Subjective. These are facts.
So we want to talk about the characters in anime who have the best fits. They look incredible, always on point. When you see them, you're like, oh yeah, damn! Like where does this guy shop or this girl? So we've each collected our tops, our favorites, and who wants to go first?
Guys, I made a new channel for us to post the pictures in. It's called On Podcast.
Sure. So who
I'll
wants
go
to
first because I have the most.
Sure.
Do I start with just the undisputed best fit in anime and then we can compare to it? I think I do.
Sure. And I'll see. Maybe I have them. Maybe I don't.
My first pick.
Almost added him. Almost added.
Bro,
Trunks has the
Trunks.
undisputed
I see
best fit in all of anime.
I can see it.
This
I
could
can
be
see it.
rocked today on the street, and I'd be like, "God damn, he's killing it today."
It's the best.
Maybe minus the sword, it'd be a little dangerous.
Sword did
But
it all.
like, the baggy pants, like crumpled just enough.
I
gathered
don't
at
like
the
the
end,
boots. The
in
boots
the
are
big
like
yellow boots.
are like snow boots, you know.
I
But
don't know.
other
The
than
boots are he's kind of like on a construction site. He's killing it, bro.
And,
I don't know.
and
They
the
look
boots-
like
fucking-
snow boots to
the
me.
cut
It's kind of
short,
goofy, but other
Like
than
jean.
that, it's
Sometimes it's a jean jacket. Sometimes it's like a purple leather jacket.
No,
I'm about
jacket's
it either
fire.
way.
yeah, no, this shit-
and the
jacket's
boots
fine.
match the
The
belt.
yellow belt matching the belt exactly.
He's trying to
It's
match.
so sick,
True.
bro.
He's trying to match.
And then when he takes off his jacket and it's just like a fucking black singlet, bro, he's like chill with it. He's killing it. Nah, it's the best. It's the undisputed best fit in anime. And I think any other fit will be compared to this one.
Valid, very valid. since you started with such a strong pick, I'm gonna give
Mhm.
my top pick
see.
for the female perspective.
Okay.
As a child, this character I
Let's see.
I'm just gonna let her speak for herself.
I knew this was coming.
I
What
forgot
was her name?
Her
May?
name
Was May her name?
Her name is May. She's
Yeah,
from
I
Yu-Gi-Oh!
do. Yeah.
Every outfit that she had on point. Color
I think-
coordination, on point. Hair, makeup, everything, on point. She's so well dressed that she doesn't just have a random purse to carry her cards. She doesn't keep her cards in her hand. She has a thigh strap that's color coordinated to her outfit to keep her cards. Perfect fit.
Yeah,
Perfect.
I think if you were to pick an anime in like a whole anime for best fit, it's gonna be Yu-Gi-Oh.
100%. 100%.
Because two of my picks are from Yu-Gi-Oh, and it's not even her.
I have more coming from Yu-Gi-Oh!
I have more from Yu-Gi-Oh. Yeah, okay, Katie, it's your turn.
She has a
What do you get?
So my first
And like
character,
the audacity, by the way, that half of them just wear leather outfits. All right, moving on.
my first pick is Robin from One Piece. I think Robin's fits are immaculate.
We're not seeing a fit there though.
Oh, okay. Let me get a.
Kareem, let me just
I have other images.
let me
Hold on.
I'm gonna interrupt you for a very quick sec because
Yep.
Robin is on my list as well,
Okay.
and I have a picture that shows a lot of outfits.
Yeah, I have a lot here. I'll just put
Wait,
like a couple
you
of
just
them.
share it, and you both share the pick. Share the pick for this outfit.
Okay. I can't find the
So,
full body one.
the
but
reason I
let me
love
get
Robin
like a full body one.
Is that
I
Robin,
guess this is like a full body one.
in every arc they kind of change
Yeah.
always just a little bit. Robin is
None of
always,
these pictures
Robin is
look
always-
like the same person.
It's just a different animation style, but you can bet like
Okay,
posted
this
a
big
collage.
picture.
yeah, like she
Of her
she
Okay, yeah,
has a
she's
lot of-
killing it.
Yeah, she has a lot of fits. Like,
every
She
arc,
has
every
a
arc.
wider. She has more outfits than we've seen Devil Fruit.
she has a.
She has
I would actually
she has a
say
whole
I would,
wardrobe
I would
on,
actually
on the
say
ship.
I would say One Piece is the drippiest anime, by the way. Just because there's so many characters that have a
Not-
collage like this.
Blaze
No,
is
hold on.
insane.
A lot of characters have a
That's the
collage
thing.
like this. A lot of characters have a collage like this, by the way. A lot of characters.
Yeah,
have a
but
collage
it
like this.
doesn't mean it's all good, bro.
No. I'm
Like
saying
Rob-
good collages. Like I'm saying, One Piece has a lot of drip. I'm not gonna lie. Like even like partners with Armani and shit for drip. It's there, bro. It's there. Like it's pretty good drip. But yeah, we both have Robin, so I guess that's what that means.
Robin is very well dressed. Robin is very well
Alright.
dressed.
Yeah,
Right,
Robin
that's-
is without a doubt well dressed. My next pick. Which one should I go with? Let's go back to a guy since we've done two girls. I think this one a pretty easy pick.
Oh, from Cowboy Bebop. Yeah.
Spike from Cowboy Bebop. I haven't
Yeah.
seen the show. I watched the first episode and I instantly knew this guy was about it. Look at how fucking casual he's wearing the suit. By the way, it's a futuristic suit.
Got
Look at
that
this other
Leorio.
perspective right here.
He kind of reminds me of
Look at
Leorio. I
this.
don't know. I just
Oh.
actually no.
He does, but except he's cooler and more chill. I don't condone smoking, but he makes it look cooler. And he's wearing his futuristic suit like he don't give a fuck, bro. He's just rocking up to his
I like
job.
the
He don't
suit.
give a fuck. He just looks like this
I like the
on
suit
a
a
Tuesday.
lot.
He don't care.
I like the suit a lot. I like the suit because actually wait no. MK's pick next. Actually MK picked Robin. I'm gonna interrupt your turn because I want to continue the suit trend.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put my second character here, Muzan from Demon Slayer.
Yeah, actually,
I think
that's some
Muzan's
fire
fits.
fit.
I think Muzan's
He's on my
fits
list.
are immaculate.
I forgot about that. I was
Muzan.
thinking
So
Demon
I'm-
Slayer. Does anyone wear anything cool? And I forgot about this guy.
No, bro,
Muzan.
Muzan's all about the drip, bro. He has that.
I would
he has
say-
that millennia long
yeah.
drip fashion. There, yeah. See, bro, got
Bro,
the,
it's
he's
Michael
even got the
Jackson.
hat, bro. He's even got the hat, bro. Like,
Bro has Michael Jackson money.
bro.
Bro
That
has
drip
the
is-
best suits in anime. I thought about putting the Spy Family guy for his suit, but I was like, I don't want to have too many suits.
Fair enough.
I think Michael Jackson has the best suits in anime.
100%.
100%.
My next
You can tell he
is-
dresses up like right before he goes to like eat a human or whatever.
Oh,
He
yeah.
tries to put on
This
his
is
best
my
fit. He's
human
trying
eating
to
suit. Yeah,
exactly like
this is my Friday night human eating suit, and then he has a different one for next time.
Do you think before he eats them, he's like waiting for a compliment on his drip, like from the human before he actually goes to? He's like,
No, I think
like,
if they do compliment, he's gonna spare them.
Oh, he's gonna spare
and I
them,
think they
exactly,
don't
'cause-
because they're too scared.
yeah, because they know
He's,
ball,
he
right?
was looking
Yeah.
for respect on the drip.
You know what's actually
And you know he never wears a suit more than once.
Exactly.
He's
He's
got
always
that
never
money.
showing up the same way. Yeah, yeah. Like,
you know what's really cool? You know how he changes his age? He
Yeah.
has good fits in all his ages.
Yeah, he's,
Always on
he's always well dressed. He's just always well dressed.
he's got he's got every suit in 3 sizes just in case.
It's all well fitted, like tailor fit.
My next pick is the last pick I have from One Piece, and it's in my opinion the best dressed male in One Piece.
Oh, Mihawk, yeah, Mihawk.
The one- the
Mihawk's-
only
Okay, so is Mihawk well dressed or is he just hot? See, I thought about this.
I think it's both.
so
I think it's both.
dresses well for himself. So his way of dressing
Okay.
is to show off a lot of himself.
It is very like Spanish player, you know. He's got the beard, he's got the lined up beard, the fucking
hat
it,
is
like
little-
usually
little-
open a few buttons, not the whole way down on the shirt. It's just a jean jacket at that point.
Well, if I had his body, I'd open it all the way down too.
True.
You know, Crocodile, I
it
think,
is a
has
fire
better
fit.
drip than Mihawk as a male, but that's a conversation for another
Yeah,
day.
it is such a fire fit. There's fire coming off him in this picture.
And the feather on the hat too.
Oh yeah,
it's
the
just-
feather on the hat.
Yeah,
Uh, You-
that's
you know
that's
he's
not even
careful with
powers.
the shopping.
That's just how hard the drip is going. And he's
It's
got the
starting off-
chain. I see it.
Even
I
his
see it.
sword- Even his sword is fire. Like it matches the fit. His sword matches.
His sword is only black because it's sick, not for any like superpower. It just matches the drip.
You think he painted it to match it? Like it's not because of any. Yeah, I think
He
he.
painted it, bro. It's too bro. Bro hired that shit out. Third party. He's not gonna go like sit down and paint it himself, bro. He's got too much drip for that.
All right, what's your next one?
Okay, I think let's just piggyback off of one of our previous picks. This is 2-1, by the way.
I know what you're gonna put.
Oh yeah, you do.
Yugi, yeah, you know, Yugi's drip is immaculate.
Okay,
And Kaiba, it's like a. Bro,
I
they're
was-
going drip
Kaiba
for
on
drip
my-
right now.
let
They're
me
going
just
drip
let
for
me just
drip.
point things out. The nonchalant black tees, the leather fucking jackets, the studs, the chokers, the spikes, the battle thing, the fucking
The dual
even that ties the fit together. Yeah, the fucking dual thing. It's
Chains.
crazy. The chains, the millennial puzzle, killing it.
Yugi has two
Can
belts
you
on.
imagine?
Yeah, you
He
have
has
two
two
belts
belts.
on, bro.
Bro has 2 belts filled with studs. And he's wearing a choker. They started the choker trend, bro. They're what emos learned from.
Bro prepares his clothes more than his deck before he like leaves for a
Yeah,
tournament. Like,
the
he has to make
fucking
sure-
look at Kaiba's fucking straps on his arms and legs.
Arms and legs.
Like
he's
those
strapped
are there for
to-
effect. They are not functional whatsoever. And let's just talk about Yugi's hair. Everyone knows about Yugi's hair.
Do
Bro's
we
got
want to
2
talk about
hairdos
Yugi's
in
hair?
one.
I don't know what's going on there, bro. Like, there's a
It's
lot
sick
going
as
on
fuck.
there.
What are we talking about?
You know he
I
spends
mean-
2 hours in front of the mirror every morning fixing
That's
that.
a- that's a-
Bro,
that's
it
lot of-
spends
that's
2
a lot
hours
of
per
hairspray,
hairdo.
bro.
He's got 2 layered in front of each. He's got the blonde ear and then the red and black in the back ear.
Bro, you light a match next
And
to
then
that,
fucking
and it's like
Kaiba just looks
combustion
like
flames, bro.
a K-pop guy. Look at that haircut, bro. And he's wearing a fucking his card on his chain.
Is that the Blue Eyes White Dragon? That's probably the Blue Eyes
Yeah.
White Dragon, right? Yeah, that's
It is.
that's
Their
an
outfits are
expensive
so
card
sick.
too. That chain is pretty expensive. It's the Blue Eyes White Dragon OG card, bro.
I
You
don't
already
even know if Kaiba's boots are separate from his pants. I think it's a one unit. I think it's a onesie.
That's kinda
I don't even
interesting,
know
huh?
how this outfit works.
Wow. Okay, that's actually kind of interesting. Are they boots? Are they shoes? Are they part of the pants?
I
You
don't
just
know.
You don't
But
know.
the jacket is iconic.
Yeah, no.
And,
Like,
let's just talk about how Yugi's fucking outfit is just his uniform styled. That's just their school uniform, by the way.
how
It
did
just looks so sick.
How does
The way
Kaiba
he
get
wears
his jacket like that? Like that? Like is it permanently
Money,
like that? Is it permanently like around him like that? It's not
He's
like
got dudes walking with fans in front of him. He's got the money. Yeah.
So my
Yu-Gi-Oh
next-
just has the undisputed best picks. Like it's crazy.
So my next pick is from an anime I haven't watched, but I cannot deny a good fit when I see one.
Oh, Ichigo.
see.
Yeah, Bleach has good character designs and fits. I've heard that.
True.
Yeah,
Ichigo's
no, he's-
fits are fire.
Yeah.
When he's fighting, when he's walking around, like I could see him walking on the street tomorrow and be like, "Damn, bro, where'd you get that jacket?"
Yeah. Like Ichigo like goes, you know, like Asian fashion, like they pull it off so well, and you can't do it if you're not Asian. It just looks so fucking good on them, and I don't know how they do it. He's just he's a J-pop idol. He just walks around like this.
Yeah, he's got immaculate drip.
Yeah.
And it's not his only drip, by the way. He has a lot of drip.
Yeah.
Ichigo.
Art style in Bleach is crazy, actually.
Yeah, their character designs are amazing. I think for this character, I'm gonna go ride off the Kaiba train. I'm gonna pick Jotaro from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I think this
I
guy's
knew
drip
there'd be a
is...
JoJo's pick in here.
I mean, come on, bro. Like, how could there not be? Look at that chain, bro.
Once
That
again
chain is
with
at
the
least 10
double
kilograms. Double belt. All that's diamond studded double belt. That's a gold chain, bro. Look how that's a like 10 kilogram gold chain at least. Look at the jacket, the leather jacket.
I wish leather looked as good in real life as it does in anime. Why does it look so cool?
I mean, it's kind of like
The
just
hat,
stuck to his body because he's so
the
buff.
sideways conductor's hat, by the way.
Nah, bro, it's JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and Jotaro
And then the
is
purple
drippiest
fucking
in
singlet
JoJo's
under.
Bizarre Adventure.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, that concludes my three picks.
We haven't seen. Oh, that's all. Okay.
You guys can.
We haven't
keep-
seen
yeah.
a female outfit in a minute, so let me pick this one. Now this is fancy drip.
Was that from Spike's
yeah,
family?
That's Yor from Spike's Family. Yeah,
Yeah, no, she has a.
it's probably the best dress in anime. Like the leg slit for mobility, the inside, the red patterned inside,
The aerodynamics, yeah, for assassination job. Like
the
it's
red
not just
patterned
drip,
inside,
it's
the
also
fucking
practical.
thigh high boots, the thigh high boots with like the strappy shit at the end. It like it's sick, and the thing that goes around his shoulders, you know, I don't know what it's called. I don't wear dresses, but it just looks sick as fuck. And then the knives that come out of her fucking boots, fantastic. Or what is it? Was it her hair? I don't remember.
It's a very practical and good drip. I think it mixes the two
very
well.
iconic.
Yep.
So my final pick is, in my opinion, the best dressed female in anime.
Oh,
And
I think we're gonna have the same pick, and I'm gonna be upset.
I don't think so, and I think you guys are gonna argue this.
Okay, let's
But
see.
in my opinion, she is the best dressed female in anime.
Who's that?
Yeah, bro.
Oh, from Death Note.
Let me just put mine in here.
Really?
That's me stuff.
dressed? Let me see.
Let me
But-
just put mine in here.
Country
And
mile.
she just
like
dressed.
it's not even
She's
close.
dressed like goth.
There you go. That was my pick, by the way.
Look at her.
It's just goth. No?
She
Like-
is easily. Well, yeah, she's goth. No shit, she's the best dressed.
No, but it's like it's very one note. I wouldn't call it the best. I mean, it's a good one note.
Insane.
Yeah, she had no. She has a style.
Look at all these different outfits that she has, and they're all so nice, like perfect outfits.
They all fit the theme.
Fair enough. Yeah, she's.
They're
pretty
all
drippy.
hot. They're all
pretty
well
drippy.
dressed. She's
gloves,
about it.
leggings, boots, hairdo, everything.
If she wasn't about the Death Note, she would have been a model. She would have been a superstar.
Why is she so interested in the Death Note? I don't remember. Actually, I've only watched a bit of this.
Because she loves L. Oh no, not L. Sorry, Kila.
She is so out of his league, by the way. Like it's not even like
Oh, absolutely.
makes
Absolutely.
absolutely.
She's out of everyone's league.
That's it for me. Kareem, do you have any others?
No,
I
that,
have
I
one
had those
final.
three. Let's see Ahmed's final one.
Final. This is casual drip. This is casual work drip.
Dorohedoro.
Once again, the leather hoodie. The
leather hoodie is-
the ribbed skeletons on the hoodie. I would wear this hoodie today. It is sick as fuck. the camo pants with the padding on them for functionality, the big leather boots, and Karim, that is not a mask. That is his head.
No. Once you said Dorohedoro, I kind of figured. I was like,
Okay.
I have a feeling I know what that's about. Yeah.
So,
It's
This
sick
is
as
like-
fuck.
this is gonna be a tough question for us to conclude on. Very tough question. Best dressed male, best dressed female from the picks that we have.
I think
Best
best
dressed
dressed female
male?
has to be Amani.
Best
Who?
dressed male.
Amani, the
Oh,
Death Note
yeah.
girl.
Misa.
Best dressed female? I would say Robin, actually. Best dressed female. But I just.
It's
I
Misa.
think she has more
It's me.
fits.
That's the One Piece one. It's Misa.
Yeah, that's the One Piece. She has more outfits, but it's quality, not quantity.
No.
And best
I mean,
dressed
Robin
male?
has quality.
Best dressed male is gonna be fucking tough, bro.
Best dressed male is tough.
I have to give it to Muzan. I have to. I'm sorry.
I have to. Yeah, you know what? I was thinking that too. I don't know. Trunks. I think it's a tie though. I think it's between Trunks and Muzan.
Trunks is like urban fit. Like, you know, like if I see him walking down the
Yeah,
street,
I think we give Muzan classy fit and we give
Yeah.
Trunks urban fit on the streets.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I think
But
we'd have to split it.
if I
into
walk into a
categories.
restaurant and I see Muzan sitting down,
And I
Easy.
think
that's just
in the same vein, maybe Yor gets classy fit, and Death Note girl gets urban fit.
no. Death Note girl can do both. She takes both.
Like,
You know
is
what?
that
Fair
not
enough.
Death Note
Can't argue.
glaze? Like, I'm just saying. Because I
Is it
feel
Death
like what
Note
Ahmed
glaze?
said
It's
about
just
Yor.
she's crazy fits.
Her fits are insane.
Fair
Like, I don't know what to
enough,
tell
fair
you.
To be
I would
honest,
like
I
to
think
give
honorable mentions. I think honorable mentions for male best fit goes to Yugi because he had nothing to work with. Bro got resurrected in this kid's body, had a school uniform on, and then
Yeah.
fucking styled
Made it
it
work.
to be the best fit in the anime. Like
Wait, that
gotta-
kind
you
of
gotta
like boosts
fucking-
it. That kind of boosts
game
it a lot,
respect
actually.
game, bro.
Yeah. Actually, that's
Game
kind of
recognized game.
respectable.
Honorary mention to a general anime.
Mhm.
They're definitely not the best dressed, but I do really
It's
like
Yugi.
this part. Definitely like this part about the anime. I have to end every every podcast with it. JJK.
course.
I love that the school
The
uniforms
uniforms,
are
yeah.
customizable per person. I love that. That's such
I
a
do
cool.
like that, but at the
yeah.
end of the day, it's just
They're
a
not
little
the-
color
yeah.
pop.
Yeah, they're not the
Yeah,
best,
no.
but I really like that. I really like.
I will say though, their urban fits in like the outros and shit.
Yeah. That's really
Fire.
cool. Yeah.
Fire.
Usually in the song that comes after some. Like
I
the whole,
love that. It's my
I mean, you guys can talk about what you're talking about.
What were we talking about? When did you?
I
leave?
don't know. We just
Well,
wrapped it up.
We ended it off on JJK fits. That's the last thing I heard.
Yeah,
that
and
was-
then we just did the outro.
Oh, the
Yeah.
outro. Okay.
Let us know
Like,
in the
comment,
comments your favorite
subscribe,
anime.
donate to
comment.
Palestine.
Uh,
Anything
Yeah.
else you guys want?
This is us redoing the outro because Karim cut out. Like, share, subscribe, follow, comment, everything, all the good stuff. Thanks
Yep.
for watching.
Thanks for watching, guys. And please tell us your opinions on the best drip, the best
Best
world
fits,
building anime.
And what the fuck even world building is?
Exactly, because we have all different.
We don't know what
opinions.
we're talking about. This was off the top. We were unprepared. It's a podcast.
Actually, we were very unprepared for that topic, but I think
Super
we
unprepared.
did to the best we could. Anyways, bye bye, guys.
光りたいしかきたいめんどくさい僕